They all thought that, we were some crazy Americans that shot people every day. But, you gotta come over there and not look like an ignorant American, and because you're basically an ambassador. When they see you, if you do something stupid, then they're gonna think all Americans are stupid. So you gotta be smart.
I was kind of out of the Spanish game for a little bit, so just brushing up on all your vocab and verbs and all that might be a good idea.
Look up the bus schedule because that can get annoying, and bring warm clothes because it rained a lot and snowed twice.
Anywhere in Europe, always carry an umbrella for that rainy day because when it rains, it pours. Also, do not exchange all your money in the airport, and you'll lose a lot of money doing that. And
Did that happen to you?
oh yeah, I lost about $200.
Bring a lot more money than you think you're going to spend because you do just run through it, especially traveling wise. And also research where you're going to travel before you go.
It might sound redundant, but be careful with your money. Make sure you have the right kind of finances before you go. Do anything you can. Ask for favors from family members. Make sure you apply for the scholarships if you think you can get them, because any amount of money helps. And once you get there, you're going to notice that you blow through it. The exchange rate and everything. It's hard to keep track of it.
The history of the country is important because that allows you to relate to the culture. So I learned a lot about Chile's culture in one of my classes.
I would have looked up the country's history a little more. That was one thing I learned a lot going on the field trips. And so just knowing the history going into the country would have been a lot more helpful.
Travel light if you're traveling outside of your school. Like, one bag for like a week is sufficient, like just a backpack.
I feel like it's good to travel, but at the same time, it's good to stay in Barcelona for a few weekends and get the real experience, get to know the city, because that's what you're there for.
Keep your wallet close to you, front pocket, like what they say normally. Or, I don't know, like, don't try to like have a purse if you're a girl. It's not smart. You're gonna get it taken. It's a given. You will get your purse like stolen. So if you carry a large purse here, forget about it.
I went there thinking, how would they know that I'm not a French guy walking around, viewing some sights? But somehow they all know exactly who you are, that you're American, that you're the new guy in town, and so I think it would be really useful to watch some like YouTube videos online that actually kind of tell you how to avoid getting pickpocketed, how to avoid getting hustled. Because I thought I was pretty street smart, but you learn fast in Morocco. So
Try not to get kidnapped. That happened to me my first day. I paid for 80 euros to free myself from my guy who was like, "You can just stay in my apartment and live with me forever." Like, no, I don't want to live with you forever. I just want to go to the train station where I'm supposed to go. He turned out to be a really bad taxi driver. In France, beware of taxi drivers. If it's an unmarked taxi, don't get in the cab, because even if it's a van, don't trust it. Just get in taxis that say taxi on them. That's the only safe way to go.
Don't try to drink all night because the only people that were drunk in Berlin were Americans, and it can end up in a bad situation.
Yeah, the mom said, according to ISA rules, I can't let you drink in the house, and the whole time the brother's just shaking his head. Yeah, you can drink.
So is there anything?
We didn't drink like it wasted in the house, but it was chill.
Moderation.
Yeah, be respectful. They're not. If you can prove to them you're responsible and you're respectful of them, they'll be respectful of you.
Here at VMI, like in classes, I don't know, I kind of felt like I plateaued with my language, but then you go abroad and you interact with the people and the local populace, and that's how you learn your language. So focus on school, but at the same time, like, get out and talk to the native speakers, because that's where you're going to learn the majority of the language and the information.
But other than that, just go and immerse yourself in the culture. Don't hang out with Americans. Don't hang out with English speakers, no matter where you go. Especially, you go to Europe, it's kind of different because everyone speaks English in Europe. But if you're going to go to South America, don't be the American bubble and walk around with all these kids that leave college for a semester and want to hang out and continue their college experience in a foreign country. That's not what you should be doing. You should be learning about the culture, learning the language, meeting new people every day. If you go up to someone and try to speak Spanish in South America, they're going to try to talk to you. Just try to talk to people, be genuine, and they'll make a connection with you, and you'll meet new people, and you'll make new connections, and you'll learn a lot about yourself, and you'll learn a lot about a foreign country, and that's the whole point of going abroad.